And I'm back with more Tales of Arise. We're here in the Este Luvah forest. We're looking for Almeidrea. So we'll see how long this takes.
I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
So the idea here is we're supposed to get this elevator to work. So we gotta climb down and do stuff. And one thing I will say, I know like I said, I haven't been very talkative. These dungeons don't feel all that long. At least, to me, they don't. Because yes, they've gotten longer as we've done things, but in most cases, I'm not spending all that long doing the thing.
There.
Ugh. I had to turn away because I don't like heights. Even in video games. But most of these dungeons don't take that long. They're like...
Great. Now I'm hurt and dirty.
If a dungeon's taking more than 45 minutes to an hour, unless it's like the final dungeon of this game, then something's off. And I appreciate that. It harkens back to games back in like the PS1 era, early PS2, where they didn't force super long dungeons on you. And even the palaces with the lords and stuff haven't been that bad. So again, nothing's perfect. But I think what they're doing is they're taking the time it takes to get to a place as its own grind spot. So that also saves us time. Because as we've seen, I've spent about an hour or two wandering around. But the dungeons themselves aren't all that long to compensate for it. I think it also helps difficulty-wise that I'm not...
Seriously? Is this a joke?
So I am playing on an easier difficulty, so they bear that in mind, but... Even when I played this game the first time, I didn't feel the rigor of, oh my god, this is the end of the game, or oh my god, this is a dungeon that's insufferable because of stuff. Because I remember thinking Final Fantasy Dungeons in the early era were super short. The only time I ever felt like they were dragging on was Mount Gagazet, and that was like 45 minutes to an hour.
No complaints from me.
So this is about the same deal here. At least for me, it feels that way. Shouldn't it be... here we go. Money! And I do think that is an important thing to mention, is that dungeons don't have to take forever. Fighting does not have to take forever. You have to have a good balance of staying true to what you're wanting to do and giving enough breadcrumbs in a story to say, alright, well, I feel like I've earned enough. Let's get back to doing the thing. Okay.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
And again, that's also
Go no further! Help this!
it also speaks to how the battles system works. Because again, if this was on a harder difficulty, these would take longer and whatever. So
Flying freaks! What did they just sit still? Can you take care of them?
Astral energy!
but these battles are very quick.
Here, let me help. Barricade! Photon blast! Dance in the wind!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I'm only getting started. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here,
Now, here I go. Astral energy!
say no more.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Because you also have to remember, you have to contrast this with stuff like, say, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy VIII, that I've also played recently, and Final Fantasy VIII was a quick game, don't get me wrong, but Final Fantasy IX was not. Final Fantasy IX seemed to be in love with itself and not in love with the player trying to have a quick experience. So much so that in the remaster they went back and fixed said issue. Because that stands to reason that the difference between turn-based and a battle system like this is everybody's like, it's faster to do an action-based battle system. It can be, but a battle is only as quick as its animations, its stuff. Like, you can have a fast-moving turn-based battle system, Persona 5, for instance. Even Final Fantasy X, for instance, was very fucking fast. And like I said, I never felt the rigors of that game unless it was near Macalania or Gagazet, and that was midway to almost 3/4 of the way through the game, right? So, I think the criticism of a game being slow ends up coming down to the animation style. How gooey it is. This game tends to let you move fast.
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy
So
lifting.
even if I make a mistake, unless I'm like when I started playing it, when I didn't remember the battle system, the animations, if you spam the animations, you're stuck in a loop.
Place is full of
But you can also
weird
get hit out of
machinery,
it.
Old and new. Just what the hell
In
was
Final
she
Fantasy
doing
IX,
By all appearances,
you're kind of
sort
sunk.
unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
Because that's the main problem with Final Fantasy IX is the battle system.
Maybe it's
Taking
time I...
as long as it does. Because there's no reason that it should. And that has more to do with the late PS1 and the load times they use. 'Cause I think Chrono Cross kind of feels the same way, to a lesser extent. So yeah, comparing a PS4, PS5 game to a PS1 game, sure, I understand it. But you see my point. I think any game can feel long or feel short, depending on how much you want to do.
Try on something new.
And to me, this is a swift feeling game. There are games where the animations don't let you do anything. You don't get to move, you don't get to feel. You just have to kind of work with the game at its pace because it's stuck in its animations. Because everything is gonna look pretty and feel pretty and do the, you know.
These
No.
other ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
Things still have to look good, I'm not lying. I'm just saying they don't have to look so pristine that everything has to
This
make
place goes
sense.
pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used even if the above ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
Okay, so it certainly seems like wherever they want me to go, they want me to go to B2.
It would appear we can just send down. By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already! This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
See what I said about Rinwell in the last episode? She just doesn't leave it alone. Justified or not, just shut the fuck up.
Little help!
No further! Look up! Demon Fang!
Let me rage
Now you see what I can do!
There! One more! Dance in the wind! And by the power of water! Toxicity! Time to drop!
No armor can stop me!
One more!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Field!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Here I go.
One more!
Brace up, take your break.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Didn't even break a sweat.
won't forgive you!
Raging Gorge! Blows flight! Mega Ray!
This one's mine! You want me? Come get me!
Not today!
I'll heal you all!
This one's mine!
Healing
This one's mine!
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Nothing gets by me! Far enough!
Take it! Got you!
Take this!
Rising Wyvern!
Raging Roar!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Demons descend!
Flashing fang!
Rising Wyvern!
Astral energy!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Yay! Okay.
That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
More treasure. Wizard pin. Okay. Not the time for that. Checking livestock, I guess.
I won't forgive you!
Sighted. And again. Not on my watch.
Here I go!
Take this!
Lion Howl!
Time to burn. Lightning orb.
You're
You got company.
Not today!
Just sit still!
Shia,
Here.
can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Finish it!
It's over. Astral energy. Full throttle. Dance of the wind.
Look sharp!
One more. Let's get you off the way.
Blow away!
Here comes.
Can't get out of this!
More where that can go.
Rising Wyvern! Finish it!
Yay! We're killing them.
A comfortable win.
The design of this equipment.
All right.
It is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
On my way! Go! You're mine!
It's over!
Now you see what I can do!
Lightning condemned.
Denied!
Thunder
Take it!
blade.
Go! It's over!
You're mine!
Toxicity!
We managed to
got
turn
fire.
the tide. I've
For
got
now.
it. Let him
Things
walk
could
over.
shift at a moment's notice.
You're
All
right.
yours.
Better stay away.
You're mine!
Burn!
Severing wind!
Going in! You're mine! Tiger
it.
blade! Here I go! One more!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for!
Here
Get
we go.
on!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
You're open!
Yeah. Not doing half bad today.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
just a... So it's just a crystal over there. What about... That one looks more open. Okay. This is one of those too, it looks like.
Great. Now I'm hurt and dirty.
Aha! Cool. Nice. That's cool, yeah! You're in my way!
Do you require
Looking good out there.
Just getting started.
That's the spirit. Take no prisoners.
You're most... This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Ah!
I need to be stronger.
No choice.
And again. Here I go. One more. I'm only getting started. Go. This surrounding.
It's time.
pesky airborne scoundrel?
Sounds like a job for you truly. That's my cue.
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces then. And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
This one's mine.
Look sharp. You're mine. One more. Take Tiger. Make it again. Where are you going? Here goes. There. And it's going in. That's it.
Take this.
Sweet now. Get on it.
That's a pretty fancy skill there.
All the better to protect you with, my dear.
Then I'll leave the front line to you. What could this be?
It certainly looks like what I'm going to have to do is take the elevator to there, maybe? Or jump down to that spot? I'm not sure what. Let's finish up here, get rid of the enemies first.
Gotta
Here I
regroup.
go. Go. I'm only getting started.
Take this. I'll smash you.
Lightning orb.
Denied.
Take it. Go. It's over.
Take this.
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Toxicity.
Rising wire.
Time to shine.
Here I go. Primed and ready.
Right there.
Raging cascade.
Ready?
Take it.
Here, let me help.
Dance in the wind.
Here I come.
Feel.
It's over.
Here, let me help. Get you all tucked away.
This one's mine.
One more.
Double demon
You're
fang.
mine.
Tiger blade. Burn in hell.
Take it. Lion go.
Prepare to be seen.
One at a time. One more. I'm only getting started. Toxicity.
How about
There. Dance in the wind. Feel. Toxicity. This will come in handy. There. Tiger go. I'm only getting started.
looking fearsome, Rinwell?
You must be rubbing off on me.
Let's kick some ass, kid.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
I've still got a ways to go.
Hard spherical shell. Okay. Alright. Should be everything. Alright, now I take the elevator back up and then I go to that area that I missed. To the bottom right.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
Oh. Oh, goody. Well, this is a sign of good things to come, isn't it? Shit. Well, I'll take that as a sign. And I'll see you guys